All right, you guys, let me give you some quick feedback here. Good work. I don't want this looking like a website. So I don't want a banner and then just info. So inside of Weebly, you can put images on the side. So I do love this. Thank you so much for telling me who's doing what. Okay. So excellent, excellent job. But I do want you guys, like, you don't need this menu. If you don't need it, I don't see anything popping up, then go in and delete that page. For this about, you could put on there what you're doing. This is not anything I've asked you to do. So if you have any of these links here you don't need, I would delete them. But let me also say contact. This is a great artifact for you guys as y'all try to apply for internships or other jobs. If it were me, I would take advantage of having some products of your learning, and I might put my contact information here, all of your names, and maybe a personal email as well as your university email. I would do that. So as I move here to start getting into your content, remember all images. So you need to put credit image colon and then put the website or wherever it is you got these images. All right. I do love the bold of certain words, but I don't know why as. Do you see what I'm saying? So really think through some of those kind of decisions. And again, it's looking very website-ish. So you can, with Weebly, you have a lot of control over, putting multiple images, making them bigger, smaller. I'm happy to jump on a video call with you guys and show y'all how to do that. I'm very familiar with Weebly. I really recommend that you have a page number, so page 1. But I need to see this like an article, a title of what it is you're talking about, and then by. So telling me who has done this right from the get-go, and then I also recommend that maybe you have insert a link down here that says like next page. I'd like it to have page numbers like 1 through, if there's 9 of y'all, 45 or whatever, even if you have more. What I don't like functionally is having to come here and look at all these pages, right? All right, and so you still have time to clean that up. So I really do like how well you guys are working together. I'm very pleased with that. So it's just really hard to know which page, right? Do y'all see what I'm saying? So if I had a next button here or next page over here on the right hand side would be great. Now again, in Weebly, I'm not going to take these bullet points inside of a sentence. So if you're going to use bullet points, they need to be coming down the page like you would expect to see a bullet point. And you can do that in here. Plus, you can add additional like writing blocks. So drag and drop more writing helps you to organize your page as well. But I'm perfectly fine with where you are now because you're getting the hardest part done, which is the content itself. So all this stuff I'm talking about now is just going back and doing some of the design. But I do not like having to come here, okay? All right, and having to click every time. And again, every image has to have, a credit image source, okay? So I've gone through and I've looked at everybody's, and I know you're all kind of still at different rates, but it seems pretty good. See, it's just really hard for me to know if I'm hitting the right link. Do you know what I'm saying? Does children? So Aisha McCain. I mean, really, Aisha. I don't see if you're doing does training hurt. Does training hurt or children's bones? Right. So go back and read this. This doesn't quite sound right. So you left out help. Does training hurt or help? It's okay. It's just a minor flaw there, but it looks like you really don't have anything here. So then when I go down to the next group here, I don't see anything here either. So, I can't, if I come to the first page and I don't see anything, and I don't even know who's responsible for this. So it'd be nice if you guys already had that in there for me so I wouldn't have to go back to that home page. And it would help me be able to properly grade, right? What is strength training? Remember, you have to credit source your images. And I really do like how conversational this is. You're losing space here on the white space, so consider a magazine would start probably over here. So I'd copy and paste some content here and then bring it here. Now that will start looking like a magazine, right? You might could extend this and center this across the top, or you might have it over here to the left. I mean, there's just all kinds of designs options, but there's not going to be in a magazine space like this that doesn't have. Maybe you want to put some key points right here, but really take advantage, right? And again, I need to have like a next button, and I need to have a page number. Make this feel as much like a website, I mean, as a magazine as you possibly can. So it's really kind of hard to follow in this setup, but this is an easy fix for you guys. Alright, so not sure I like the way this banner is visually, but again, it's just y'all have got 1 week left. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I'm expecting you guys, so you can't just use this banner for the only place you're going to put your content, and I don't think I know whose stuff this is, so you must embed. Honestly, if somebody's name is listed on this homepage, then I'm expecting they have their stuff here. Otherwise, you shouldn't list their name, okay? And then just kind of clean up some of the organization of your pages. But from what I have seen, let's see, I hope I don't miss anybody. See what I'm saying? How difficult it is. And you don't want to start having the theme get too different, right, from the whole magazine. So if you're going to start switching over to a black background, then that should be kind of throughout some way, not just in this one person's. So this is where I would say, hey, it doesn't appear you guys are really kind of working together, if you will. All images must be cited, okay, and you cannot use an image that has the watermark in the background. That is just not going to be allowed. And see, I'm just really having a hard time knowing where I am as I try to go through here and give y'all some feedback. And there shouldn't be the same header used for 2 different sections. So this is too much. Do you see all this scrolling? I'm not going to grade this. You guys will lose lots of points if I have to go through this again, okay? And now we've got all this different type of font here, which there's nothing wrong within a magazine using some different fonts. It just needs to be throughout, right? So if there's going to be some font kind of used, and this looks like it's been italicized, and I love the conversational style, but it's been italicized, so there should be some of the same kind of things. So this is where the cooperative aspect comes into play. And again, you must provide a source for all images used, and you should put like the page number in the middle, and you should have like a next page so I can turn to the next page of the magazine. And let's see, maybe on the menu is where you come in, or even on this homepage. Homepage ought to really be like your cover page, and this maybe ought to be, this content here ought to be on the menu page, and it should be linked. So if I want to go directly to Should Children Diet, I should be able to just click on it in a digital space and go right to that. Now I would be okay with that. Then just hide these. So when you're in the under the pages from the design, just click the eye and hide all these pages. They may all be there. Just hide them. So I have to click here to go to the individual sections, or I can just keep hitting the next button. Does that make sense? Okay, so if there is anybody who has not turned in a part of this, because it's so hard for me to follow at this point, I need for you guys to come in and to email me or message me and remind and let me know which parts are missing, so that they do not get credit for this check-in. Okay, you guys are really coming along. I like this. Just let's make it look a little more like a magazine. Let's make it a little bit easier to maneuver, and let's make sure everybody's name on their section is on every single section. So maybe you put it in the banner, by so-and-so, right? But there should be a title. You've got plenty of space here, so you need to have your entire article on one page. Don't make one concept go over multiple pages. That's not going to give you credit. So break it up. All right, does that make sense? If not, let me know. Okay, guys, good job. Thank you.